Okay, so just wanted to explain a little bit about the processing disorder, because if other people are struggling, hopefully this can be reassuring to you, because I've been through it. And yes, it is genetic. There's genetics component to it, but it can also happen from a head trauma, or tumors, or even untreated hearing loss. What I've been reading about is actually anoxia, okay, which is, I'll just read it to you. Periods of oxygen not getting to the brain, which can happen during a DAC stroke, may be responsible for causing some auditory processing disorders. So this makes a lot of sense why, during the pandemic, wearing masks was I had such a hard time with not only anxiety, but also being able to hear people and just being able to function at the highest level possible, because I wasn't getting enough oxygen. And for people with auditory processing disorders, we need oxygen. I mean, everyone needs oxygen, right? but that's one of the symptoms is anoxia. So it's hard enough just on our own, never mind a mask over the face. So another thing I wanted to say on here too, it says some signs and symptoms, in case you're wondering if you have it, because if it goes untreated, it can cause some problems with social interactions and such. Okay, so trouble following multi-step or complex directions, difficulty in multitasking in auditory situations, trouble spelling, reading, writing, inability to appreciate music, difficulty figuring out where a signal is coming from. You could not have all of these, you could just have some of these. Trouble having a conversation on the telephone. Yep, that's actually difficult for me. I have to break it down into little chunks. Like if someone's telling a story for a long period of time, I won't be able to comprehend, like if someone's saying something like this happened, then I talked to this person, then that happened, and I will start forgetting what they're saying. That's a major problem. So I have to have people repeat it. But when it comes to my podcast, and people are sharing their testimonies, what I can do is I can go back and re-listen to it to make sure I got all the details right. So the Lord's doing something. I don't see. It's like I feel like Moses, like, why are you choosing me when I have this disorder? But I know part of it is because He wants me to do it to encourage others, so that they know if they're having similar troubles, you can still do it and be successful. Another thing is struggle keeping up with long conversations, challenges with rapid or accented speech, like speech can be pressed, difficulty learning foreign language or making sense of technology or technological information, social challenges, difficulty reading others, communication issues, problems organizing at home, work, and other environments. Okay, so basically, if a person has APD, auditory processing disorder, after a head injury or post-consecutive syndrome, I don't know what that is, but they often have other symptoms as well. Tinnitus, peripheral hearing loss, sound tolerance issues, difficulty processing auditory information. That sounds pretty similar. Okay, so I just wanted to share that briefly. And here are some of the ways it could be treated. Speech language therapists with focus on auditory training, brain training techniques that rely on brain's own ability to improve processing skills, brain training computer programs. I don't know about that. If anyone knows any, please let me know. Environmental modifications such as adding visual information or written instructions as a complement to verbal classroom instruction, placing a child's desk closer to the front of class. Okay, this is if it was a child, but yeah, same with me. I always had to sit up front. I always had to take notes. FM listening devices that help the wearer understand speech in an environment where background noise is present. Oh, this also reminds me, subtitles on movies are really key. Like, I almost need subtitles sometimes. Some movies, it depends. If it's a real, most movies, no, but if it's a real challenging movie to watch or follow, especially like deep conversations and intimate relationships with people and dramas and stuff, where there's complexities going on, it's better if there's subtitles. Having family, friends, and teachers make an effort to speak slowly and loudly, use simple sentences. Counseling, art therapy, music therapy, if there's depression and anxiety as a result. And then also coping strategies such as making lists, avoiding learning or working environments with too much background noise. Okay, so hope that helps serve you well, and have a blessed day.